Hi friend, in this video we will be installing RHEL on VirtualBox. So I have already installed VirtualBox in my system and I have RHEL ISO image already available. So to install RHEL on VirtualBox, first we will need to create the virtual machine on VirtualBox. Then we can install RHEL on that particular virtual machine. So to create the virtual machine we have to click here new, and here we will be getting some options, and the first option here is we will have to decide some name for our newly created RHEL VM. So I will just write here RHEL, and as soon as I have written RHEL, here you can see the type and version already got identified by the VirtualBox automatically. So in this section we don't need to do anything, and in machine folder by default it will be installing on C drive, but if you want to install into any other drive then you can change the drive from here. How you can change the drive? You have to click on this drop down and you have to click on other. So you will be getting option to choose the folder. So here I will be checking the folder here and I will just click on select folder. So it will be set, and now we have to click on next. Here we will have option to resize our RAM memory, and by default it has selected 1024 MB. I will be allocating it to more. I will give here 2048, and again I will click on next. In this window we will have option to create any hard disk, or we can simply ignore, or we can use any existing hard disk. So I will be creating a separate hard disk for this VM. So I will choose the middle option and I will click on create. And here also we have three types of hard disk available. We have virtual disk image, we have virtual hard disk, and we have virtual machine disk. So I will be choosing VHD, so it will be creating a virtual hard disk for our VM. And now I have chosen and I will click on next once again. And here again we have two options, either you want to create the hard disk dynamically allocated or of fixed size. So I have selected dynamically allocated and I will click on next. In this section you can see the path of your newly created hard disk and how much is the space provided. By default it is 8 GB, but if you want more space then you can write it here. I will increase it to 10 GB standard size and I will click on create. So as soon as I have clicked on created, so our virtual machine got created, and in right side you can see all the configuration, like what is the name of your VM, what is the operating system, and what is the base memory, boot order, acceleration, video memory, storage, audio, network, USB, and all other information. And in this newly created VM currently we have not uploaded the ISO image of RHEL. So in order to install RHEL we will have to upload the image, and after that we will need to start the machine, then installation will begin automatically. So to go on storage we will have to click on settings here, and after that we can click on storage. In this one I will have to click on this disk image plus sign, so we will have option of optical disk selector. Currently there is no disk available here, and if we want to add the disk again we will have to click on this option. So after we click on this option we will have option to go on the base machine folder, from where we can choose the disk ISO. So in this window I have ISO image. I will just click on open. So in optical disk selector you can see our ISO image got loaded, and from here we can choose the disk. Currently we have only one disk, so we are able to see only one disk. So if we have multiple disks available here, so we will have option to choose among them. So I will just select this one and I will click on choose. And now if you want to delete the empty disk, you can delete, otherwise it will not create any problem. So I'll just remove this attachment so that it will look clear. And now just click on OK. And after that we have to start the system. So installation will begin automatically. Just click on start. So here we will need to confirm what we want to do, whether we want to install Red Hat or we want to test this media and install Red Hat. So I will just click on enter, so automatically the first option will be selected and installation will begin. Otherwise this will begin in 35 seconds. This timer is going on in reverse direction. So if you don't want to wait, just click on enter here. There is some configuration checking going on, and if you want to skip this checking, then you can press the ESC in your system. So our installation process has started, and in first window we have to select the language. So by default automatically it has selected English and English United States. So I'll not do anything here, I'll just keep as it is and I will click on continue. And now here we have various options, like we can set the location, we can select the software, and we can do some settings in system. So first we will change the date time to our local location. So I will just click on this one which I belong to. Again I will click on done here. So keyboard and language already selected as US and United States. So I will not do anything here, and in installation source also it is selected local media. And software selection, this is very important thing. So in software selection, if it is minimal install, then you will not get the GUI. So if you want the GUI, then you have to click here, and here you have to choose this option, server with GUI. So you will get GUI, otherwise you will get only command line. So I have selected server with GUI and I will click on done here. And after that we have installation destination. So in this one already we have hard disk created, so I will be installing here and I will click on done. And now we have network and hostname setting. So by default our Ethernet network will be off, so we have to make it on so that it will be able to connect to internet through your base machine. And here we have to set the host name. So I will be writing here RHEL. Just click on done. So this is giving us warning message, no disk selected. So just click once again here, choose this one and click on done. So this time that warning message gone, and we can click on begin installation now. So our installation process has started, and meanwhile we have to set the root password and user creation. So I will give some root password here, and again I will click on done. So here you have to click 2 times done. Again we have to set the user for this newly created VM. So here I will give my name. So based on your full name, username is already decided by the system, but still you have option to change this according to your choice. So I have changed it to my name, and after that we have option to set the password. And now just click on done. So our installation is going on and it will take some time. So we have to wait until it is completing. Now our installation has completed and we have to click reboot after the installation. So just click on reboot here. Now system has come up after rebooting, and here we have to confirm the license before using it. So I will enable this checkbox, I accept the license agreement, and again I will click on done. So now we have to click on finish configuration here. Here there is some information about kdump. So if you want to enable this option, so you have to enable this checkbox and you have to click on this button forward. And here we have subscription management registration. So if you want to register, or if you have already registered for subscription and you want to link this machine, then you have to enable this radio button. Yes, I would like to register now. And if you don't want, then you can enable this radio button. So I had already subscribed RHEL, so I will just click this option. So I'll getting the option to register this machine. So just click on finish here. So this is the site where your system will be registered, and if you have any proxy you can configure it here. So I don't have any proxy, so I will just click on finish here. And in this window you have to give the login and password for your Red Hat account. So it will fetch the subscription from your account and it will register this machine under your subscription. So I will give the login of my subscription. Now click on finish. This process will take some time, so we have to wait here until it is completing. So here our subscription of this machine has completed, and just we have got the list of subscription under my ID. So I will have to click on finish here. So now our machine has loaded to use after we have registered the subscription, and to log in this one I will click on my name here. Here I will have to give the password and again click on sign in. So now our system has started after installation, and first window here we got the welcome message, and in this one we are seeing what language we had selected. So we had selected English, so here we are seeing English. Now to go on next page, just click on next, and here also we will be seeing the input source. In this one also we had selected English, so here we are seeing English. If you want to add any another language, so you just have to click on this plus button. Again click on next. So if you have any online account, you can link here. So I'll just skip this page and I will click on next. So here we have thank you message, and here we can click on this button. It says start using Red Hat Enterprise Linux Server. So I will click here and our system will be ready for use. Here we have some videos related to genome health. So you can watch these videos if you want some information, or you can just close this window clicking on here X button. So when any Red Hat installs using GUI, so it will look like this. So under this one we will have again here workspace. So we can choose workspace 1, 2, 3, 4 for our use. And in the desktop window we will have two options, home and trash. So if we click on home, we will have various folders available in the system like desktop, documents, downloads, public, picture, music, template and videos. And after that we have devices. So in computer, what are all those mandatory folders available here? We can check all those. And we have network options also. So if you want to connect to server, you can give here some server information. And here if you want to see the Windows network, then you just can check this one. And if you want to close this window, so here you can see the tab. So you just have to right click here and you have to click on close. So this window will be closed. And if you want to access all the applications, you have to click here left side corner on the applications, and under this one you will be seeing various links available like favorite, accessories, documents, internet, sound, video, sundry, system tools and utilities. And all these options also have various tools to manage. So for example, in favorite you can see we have browser, files, documents, help and terminal. In accessories we have calculator, clocks, contacts, documents, file, gedit and weather. In documentation also we have release notes and help. In internet we have empathy and Firefox web browser. In sound and video we have cheese and video. In sundry we have tools like automatic bug reporting tool, firewall, IST, network connection, Orca, print setting, say Linux troubleshooter. In system tools we have Red Hat Access, Red Hat Subscription Manager, satellite registration, settings, software update, startup application and so on. After that we have utilities. In utilities we have archive manager, character map, dictionary usage and many more. And in places we have same things what we had seen after clicking this home button. And right side here on the upper pane you can see we have sound, we have network, we have date, time. And after you click here you will be able to see the calendar and today's date. And if you click on your name, so here you can see the profile and you can see it here picture. And we have also option here to click on settings. So if you click on settings, you will have various setting options like background setting, notification setting, online account, privacy, search, Bluetooth, color, display, keyboard, mouse, date, time. So any type of system related information you can set it here. And after that we have log out. So if you want to log out of this system, then you can click here, or if you want to lock the system, then you can click here, or if you want to either restart or shut down the system, then you have to click on power off button. And here you will get two options, restart and power off. So if I want to shut down the system, I have to click on power off button. So you had seen we had installed RHEL in this video. We have also registered our system with the subscription, and we have seen some options, folders, files and settings in the system, and at last we had shut down the system. So I hope you have learned how we can install RHEL on VirtualBox. So in the next video we will be seeing something else. you.